edition. We have with us Chairman Owan West, Barrister Godwin Aigbodion.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Happy Democracy Day.
Thank you, to you.
Yes. You are a beneficiary of democracy in Nigeria.
That's correct.
Yes, you've just been elected local government chairman. How would you score democracy, practice of democracy since 1999?
Well, I think democracy in Nigeria is an evolving system. It's a system that we have actually come to imbibe. Today, I will tell you that the election that brought me to power is far, far better than what we experienced since 1991, 99, and the previous elections. To me, it means that democracy in Nigeria is actually coming to stay. I think in my election, for instance, you now have the issue of one man, one vote, which was not the practice before now. So to score democracy in Nigeria today, I will score it 80%. We're not there yet.
That's good. Yes. What would you say, the 20% that you removed, what would you say informed it? What are the problems?
The 20% that I removed has to do with our tradition. Democracy, for instance, in America, democracy has to be tempered with the tradition of every nation. You cannot really copy exactly what happens in America in Nigeria because we have different orientation. So the 20% is based on our orientation. You know, that part of it has to be worked on. It goes back to the individual person. It goes back to the individual electorate. You know, for instance, in our system, there's still that tendency of saying you have to come and see me before certain things happen. You know, as opposed to a collective people selecting a particular individual that they really want to be in office. You know, until we get rid of that orientation, we will not have that 100% in democracy.
Local government administration has suffered, well, I don't want to use the word suffered, has not really grown comparably to other tiers of government, like the federal government, federal level, and the state level. The third tier of government, local government is supposed to be, it's not meeting up, it's not there yet. What do you think is responsible?
Well, the problem is constitutional. It has nothing to do with the Nigerian people. It is what the Constitution provides for. And that is why I think today the discussion in the National House was National Assembly, in Abuja is the right step in the right direction. You know, there has to be that issue where I don't see personally. I don't see why in Nigeria the INEC cannot conduct the three-tier elections. You know, but the Constitution has provided that the state should do that. It does not mean that the state cannot do it well. The state can really do it well. You know, but if we have to do it, we have to provide the necessary tools for that to happen. So that is where we are. You know, so that is why you see there's a problem in the local government elections. You have it in all the states of the federation. You have different types of government, different political parties running that different states. So you're going to have that issues along the political lines in those states. You know? So until we have it right, you know, we can't really get away from all the issues that we're dealing with.
There's one practice that is is a fundamental aspect of democratic rule, the role of opposition, the relevance of opposition.
Yes.
Leadership or those in government are highly tolerant of opposition. Why do you think that is like that?
Well, it goes back to what I said before. It's our orientation. Personally.
When will this orientation begin to kick?
Well, it starts from you. It starts from myself. You know, it goes back to our home. You know, when you go back to different offices, the attitude to work is different. You know, this is all what forms democracy. You know, just to go back to your question. You know, the issue of whether a government in power should have an opposition. It is the best thing that you ever have. I'll give you an example. The National House today in Abuja, they are beginning to discuss issues that affect the average Nigerian because there's now more oppositions in the House. When it was just one system, there was a problem. Now you have the CPC, ACN, ABGA in the House.
That's right.
So now the discussion is now
more robust.
More robust, exactly. So opposition is healthy. Okay. You know, we should not be afraid of opposition.
So finally, before we go, we don't have too much time for today. We have a guest. What is the priority area in your local government for you?
For me, it's security. Because my local government is a transit local government. And I believe that we've had some experiences in the past. And for what I want to do for the local government area, for what my party manifesto wants to bring in, the dividends of democracy, infrastructures and stuff like that, investment, robusting the economy, I have to have a secure local government for it to happen. I will not have investors come to my local government if it's not secure. So security is priority, before any economic growth.
So finally, I'd like to appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. What message do you have for our viewers on this Democracy Day?
Well, the message I have for the viewers is that we have hope. It has come to stay. You can tell that with the advent of opposition, ACN in government, we have the one-man, one vote. The elections that has brought us to power is an election that is quite different from what has happened before. So to the viewers, I would say democracy has come to stay in Nigeria since the advent of civilian government.
Thank you very much. It's been nice talking with you.
Thank you very much.
Well, viewers, we'll be talking with the chairman of Owan West, Barrister Godwin Aigbodion. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. This is Daybreak. We'll return shortly.